Alright guys, welcome to the night stream, or as DSP would call it, the night shift. We are gonna watch a big fat guy talk about some politics. Alright, let's get to this scene here. No, this one. There we go. There we go.
Let's watch this, actually.
New polling by ABC Ipsos shows that Kamala Harris is doing better and better.
Oh shit, what the fuck?
She is now the presumptive Democratic nominee. And so why don't we begin with how her approval or her favorability is doing now compared to not too long ago.
Harris.
Then we'll check who's someone conservative we could check. You could pick them.
Who's this somewhat conservative guy? You can pick him. Just pick him. I was lying. You can do it.
Now she's at the top of the ticket, and I think opinions of her are moving rather fast. So this is the net favorability ratings. This is from an ABC News Ipsos poll that literally dropped just within the last 24 hours. I'm going to be interested in other polls follow. This is net favorability. It's favorable minus unfavorable.
What?
Look at this.
Tucker
A week
Carlson.
ago, she was at minus 11 points. Look at this. She's jumped all the way up to plus 1 point. Trump has actually dropped a little bit from minus 11 to minus 16, but that movement isn't so wide compared to this 12-point movement. And I think the real question is, will this stick in other polling? Because Democrats absolutely love this, and it gets back to Steve's point that opinions on Harris, I think, are much more malleable than they were for Joe Biden.
What the fuck is this coconut shit? I keeps on seeing coconut pill. I know about the joke about J.D. Vance humping couches, which I think is... I can picture him humping a couch. Let's just keep it. He looks like a couch humping kind of guy. Quantum TV is, oh, dude, oh, I don't give a fuck. I'm doing politics.
Where you just had that consistently negative rating. Here, this is the first time I've seen a politician running for national office with a net positive rating. I don't know since when. I mean, it's something unforeseen, at least over the last 4 years.
So at this point in time, what would have been the answer?
The answer to what?
And it's working. Like, there's 100 days left, dude. I knew Biden was in rough shape for fucking years.
Everybody
you could tell.
Did, dude.
He was like barely okay in 2020. And it's like, all right. But how could you not even 2+ years ago see that the guy was not in decline?
Everybody
and they waited
did.
until the 11th hour because his fucking ego and his egotistical wife wanted to do it you weren't getting 2 terms. Panda Bear, what you're not understanding, the entire internet could hate me and I don't give a fuck. So even if that's true, I don't care.
So I do think that's a pretty big deal, and we might still be in the honeymoon phase with Kamala Harris. And what's also helping,
but nobody
her, in my
can tell me
opinion,
what
is
Kamala
how
Harris's
the
policy
Trump
would be.
Side of things is kind of fumbling in their.
Let me ask you a question. Do you actually copy and paste that? Before I block you, I'm just curious. Do you copy and paste that, or do you type it out? I want to know your level of ambition. Let's see. Let's go to his channel activity. It won't show the rest of it. Gosh darn it.
Who is he talking to?
Really?
I had to put on the good background music, bro. Shout out to Zelda, Ocarina of Time. as we sit here and play some Mortal Kombat and listen to this guy.
Their response to Kamala Harris is
and
now
his
the
bad
presumptive
political
Democratic
takes.
nominee. The JD
hope
Vance
everybody's having a
statements
good
that
night.
are now coming back up from 2021, where he said some pretty terrible things about women who don't have children, is definitely also helping Kamala Harris. But what do you think, Cenk? Do you think things can reverse back to where they were, or do you think Kamala Harris's momentum will continue?
Hey, don't scroll away. Come back, come back. Because before the video continues, we just want to urge you to lend your support to TYT. You power our honest reporting. You do it at tyt.com/team, and we love you for it.
We love you.
Definitely reverse.
This content is made possible by viewers like you. Thank you.
I annoyed the producers by asking them to pull up a clip of me saying Kamala Harris's numbers will go way up. Don't listen to the numbers that show her net favorability down, etc. That I said about a week or 2 weeks ago, whenever that happened, must have been a week. So the reason why I said that was number one, they don't really know her enough. They know who she is. They know she's the vice president. But what does anybody know about Kamala Harris? They knew the word salads a little bit because she got a little bit famous for that, and that drove down her approval ratings.
Yeah, they know she's brat.
Okay, they know that she has that awkward laugh because that's viral, right? And they know that she sucked on immigration.
Is that the John Riley? No way.
The average person who doesn't follow politics knew about Kamala Harris if they knew anything at all.
Israel, no way. He's just banning people for having names now? What's wrong with Israel? Now, I could say the Israel-Hamas conflict or whatever is going on in the Middle East over there. I don't understand it. I'm not gonna pretend to be like one of these morally grandstanding people. I don't understand what the fuck is going on over there. I don't. I would love for somebody to explain it to me.
So that means your numbers can move in either direction.
But big ups, John Riley.
Pompish, what can I help you with? Let's do this.
We're a little behind. I wanted to make sure to get all of his political commentary.
Let's talk.
So, and there isn't like a raw filter.
You're here every stream saying the same thing, and I've ignored it. So let's talk,
bro. I have this idea. I'm gonna launch a channel that just restreams Rich. And it's gonna be like the raw fill version of Rich, so he can't delete his content. It will always be there.
What would you like? What questions do you have for me? I'm right here. No, you have questions. I'm not ignoring you. I'd like to know.
Riley,
now that you've said it for 6,000 fucking times, now I'm going to respond to you.
And honestly, he can't be deleting shit, saying what he does and getting away with it.
What would you like me to answer for you?
So
now I'm saving you the copies and pastes into the chat.
Oh God!
What do you? What can I help you with?
Let me turn that down. But if I could say anything, I think Kamala Harris is a horrible choice.
Zoom link shit.
I think people are just so unwanting of a second Donald Trump or a second term for Donald Trump that they're just gonna go after anybody and everybody, and they're gonna choose the only one that they feel will get them out of another Donald Trump term. And honestly, I think it's not Kamala Harris. It isn't. Exactly. As Shinko would say, exactly. Exactly, honey. Exactly.
So,
depending on how you come out, right? And it could move much faster than Biden's numbers or Trump's numbers because those numbers are dug in. That's why I was saying Biden's in the 30s a year ago. And I'm like, guys, Biden's not gonna turn around. Everybody knows who Biden is. And he doesn't have the capability. So I'm thrilled where we are now. It's gone exactly as I thought it would. Now, I'm gonna get to the future in a second, but there's two other reasons why Kamala Harris's numbers have gone up. One, she's exciting. Why is she exciting? Because she can speak.
Yeah.
So
can she?
That's the bar.
Can she? Can she speak though?
That's the thing. Like Basically, what Trump's campaign was
give me a
is
sec
that
here.
he could talk and Biden can't, which was a very valid point.
Hold on, sorry.
But in the end,
excuse me.
You could put up the old ROG ally against Trump, and this would have been voted in office for president.
Hold on. Do I need to pull up the clip of Tulsi Gabbard completely destroying Kamala Harris? Do I need to do that right now? I spelled her name wrong. D-A-R. Tulsi Gabbard versus Kamala Harris. Fuck. Tulsi.
Senator Harris, you have also been quite critical of Vice President Biden's policies on race, specifically on the issue of busing in the 1970s, having benefited from busing when you were a young child. Vice President
They
Biden
act like this shit
says
doesn't
that your
exist.
current position on busing, you're opposed to federally mandated busing, that position is the same as his position. Is he right?
That is simply false. And let's be very clear about this. When Vice President Biden was in the United States Senate working with segregationists to oppose busing, which was the vehicle by which we would integrate America's public schools, had I been in the United States Senate at that time, I would have been completely on the other side of the aisle. And let's be clear about this. Had those segregationists their way, I would not be a member of the United States Senate, Cory Booker would not be a member of the United States Senate, and Barack Obama would not have been in a position to nominate him to the title he now holds. And so the vice president he took, I too met with his mother. While he is to also have just usurped, overrode a decision by the Civil Rights Division of the United States Department of Justice. Under my administration, the Civil Rights Division will reign, and there will.
In time, she had you explore.
I want to hear what Tulsi Gabbard says.
False accusation that Joe Biden is a racist. What's your response?
I want to bring the conversation back to the broken criminal justice system that is disproportionately negatively impacting black and brown people all across this country today. Now, Senator Harris says she's proud of her record as a prosecutor and that she'll be a prosecutor president, but I'm deeply concerned about this record. There are too many examples to cite, but she put over 1,500 people in jail for marijuana violations and then laughed about it when she was asked if she ever smoked marijuana. She blocked evidence. She blocked evidence that would have freed an innocent man from death row until the courts forced her to do so. She kept people in prison beyond their sentences to use them as cheap labor for the state of California. And she fought to keep cash bail system in place that impacts poor people in the worst kind of way.
Thank you, Congresswoman. Senator Harris, your response.
Destroyed. I don't want to hear shit about Kamala Harris this. She'll do that. Fuck that noise. No. She's a horrible person. A horrible person. And just because you guys are up her ass right now does not mean that she doesn't have a track record of being a horrible elected official. She shouldn't be.
President, because just they were like, could someone just not?
And they're so far up Kamala Harris's ass that they're just gonna try anything to get away from Trump. And I'm sorry, they're both horrible. They're both horrible. And if you're saying she's good because he's extremely bad, I'm sorry, you lose me there.
Not be insane and
They're
not be
both
3,000 years old. Thanks. That's really what it came down to. That's all people. What the fuck is coconut pilled?
Can you actually hold that thought?
Right.
Okay, because if you want to hear more of Cenk's analysis on this, you should wait after this clip because it talks about how she's doing in important key states.
Okay.
Let's watch.
So, you know, this is all national polling, but ultimately it comes down to the Electoral College, and this is Harris versus Trump. These are the northern battleground
This is how
states.
Trump got elected the first
since
time.
Kamala Harris became the presumptive Democratic nominee or the very likely Democratic nominee. Look at this. In the Great Lake battleground states, pure toss-ups, +1 in Wisconsin, well within any margin of error. Michigan tied, Pennsylvania tied. We thought these were going to be tight. At this point, they look like they're going to be tight. Perhaps a little bit more interesting were these GOP reaches where Donald Trump was competitive with Joe Biden. But look now, Minnesota, +6 Harris. Look at New Hampshire, +7 Harris. Maine, +9 Harris.
Because all it comes down to, even if you don't know her policies, they're like, holy fuck, whether you're Democrat or Republican. That's even like Republicans are like, oh, just a competent, normal, sane human being. One that isn't a narcissistic freak and one that isn't riddled with dementia.
Who? I mean, Kamala Harris isn't riddled with dementia, but who is the sane person? We just went over the fact that she's an insane lunatic that keeps people in jail past the time they're supposed to be released so she can use them for free labor, bro. We just heard it. What the fuck are you talking about?
Thank you, Christ.
She's not normal.
That's what it's really about.
The GOP reaches where they thought they could play against Joe Biden. At this particular point, it doesn't look like they can play against Kamala Harris. It looks like this election is going to be decided here in the northern battlegrounds. And then, of course, those Sun Belt battlegrounds where we don't have new polling yet, but we'll just have to wait and see. Arizona, Nevada, Georgia, North Carolina. But it looks like...
And it doesn't matter who wins. It's still going to be a shit show. You know that, right? Because if she wins, they're all going to say it's rigged. It's going to be a fucking disaster. I don't give a shit what anybody says.
It's going to be much more like the traditional map than it's going to be one of these wide-ranging maps where we're going to have states that put into play that we're not used to. These, at this point, at least, these particular states look like the GOP reaches will continue to be GOP reaches.
Now remember, Biden was getting spanked in those battleground states. So this is more good news for Kamala Harris, more bad news for Donald Trump. And so with that in mind, go ahead, Jake.
Yeah, so people see her and they're like, wow, that's someone who's younger and can make an effective case for Democrats. Oh my God, they're thrilled. First of all, Democrats are thrilled. That moves the numbers for some of the Democrats that were wavering and concerned about Biden. Second of all, for independents, they're like, hey, here's someone who isn't 180 years old. Because remember, Trump is also super old. So that's moving the numbers a little bit. And then she's been good on the campaign trail. So you have a situation where the numbers are ready to move. She does well, and the numbers move up, okay? Good, that's exactly the most plausible scenario. And since she's been good on the campaign trail, the scenario that we have. Now, the reason I say, hold on, don't get too excited. So, two reasons why. Number one, yeah, it's nice to have the Democratic states back in the Democratic column. But if you're worried about those, you've already lost the election, right? So, when you look at the swing states, there's still toss-ups. And she's going up against Donald Trump, who's very unpopular. So don't celebrate yet. That's point one. Point two is this race has got a lot more ups and downs in it. It's going to be a roller coaster ride. I would be shocked if Kamala Harris was so good that she had smooth sailing throughout, never dipped back down and crushed. No, they're going to find an effective talking point against her. Then they're going to find another. And then they're going to find one against her VP nominee. And there's going to be 3 to 4 big controversies left at least, right? And it'll take a dip and people will panic. Hold, everybody, hold. I'll tell you when it makes sense to panic, as I have before. I'll tell you when it makes sense.
So what the fuck makes this DSP looking dork bitch the arbiter of what people should and shouldn't think? What makes this fuck knob any different than a moron like John, I was going to say, what's his name? John O'Reilly. Or, what's his name? Fucking, what's his name? He used to cry all the time. He had white hair. He works at, I can't remember, but it's John O'Reilly, Tucker Carlson, and all these guys. What makes you different from them? Why are you an arbiter of what people should think or what they shouldn't think politically? You should just say the news, say the facts, let people decide for themselves. But you can't do that. None of you can do that. Because you're afraid if people see what you guys are, right, and they think for themselves, they'll realize that, hey, these people are fucking charlatans. They're talking heads designed to be out here, to pit me against another person, when all I need to understand is what the fucking policy is. Can't stand people like this. Why'd I say this that way? I had a DSP moment.
To get excited, and right now we're back in the ball game. But that's all, just back in the ball game.
Yeah, we went from having an uncompetitive race to now having a competitive race, which is good. That's what you want.
Thanks for watching the Young Turks. We really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member only.
So now let's see what Louder with Crowder is saying. Give both sides America first. He hasn't live, maybe? Yeah, let's see what he says about this. Have a good night, Jocelyn. What's with the shticks?
What's your defense plan? When it comes to safety, there's no substitute to a quality firearm. For over 135
I was actually texting Bill Gates to tell him he's a man.
years, Walther has been one of the world's leading premium manufacturers.
Yeah, I don't care.
Go through the rundown. A couple of things I have to get to. FBI Director Chris Wray. Not a big fan of that guy. He's been sort of alluding to maybe Donald Trump wasn't shot. What a piece of crap. Idiot. Gavin Newsom is now saying that Donald Trump should be scared of Kamala, as well as claiming counterpoint. Weeks ago after the debate, President Trump said, yeah, I got Joe Biden out of there, so it's going to be Kamala. She's so bad. She's so effing bad. It's pathetic. I would say it's almost like, and considering that the moment it was sort of announced that Biden was going to be withdrawing, he had an attack ad ready for Kamala. Yeah. One could argue it's almost as though he was most prepared for Kamala Harris. You can comment below. So I don't know where he gets this, but he also seems to believe, and he's implying that Donald Trump is afraid because she's crafted in a lab to beat Donald Trump.
I pity Donald Trump right now. He was not.
Is this Gavin fucking Newsom? This guy has run California into the ground. Into the goddamn ground.
100% that is true. And here's the thing. He was right. It was, if Joe Biden stayed in, he would have just been bodied. Not saying there still isn't a chance Trump could win. There definitely is. But it's not clear cut now. That is definitely the reason why I think he picked someone so unlikable like fucking JD Vance. Because he just thought, who gives a shit? It's just happening. This guy will be my lackey. He would fucking suck my spray tan cock if I asked him to. Who cares?
This guy's dangerous, man. This guy's a bad dude. I don't like him.
I think if you're Donald Trump, you're stewing right now because you know you made a big mistake. All of a sudden, Donald Trump is on the defense. In politics, man, anything can happen and happens fast. And so now this thing is a sprint. It's a lightning bolt. It's changed.
He has one nostril significantly bigger than the other. Can we just grab a still of that. Look at that.
One pinky nail also bigger than the other.
Yes,
and long.
Check his pinky nail.
That's.
And
he's got kind of an Owen Wilson thing going on there.
He's gonna talk.
He's stewing.
Rich is gonna talk about. Well, see, they're not even focusing on the substance or the policy. Well, neither did the Young Turks. They quite literally said, don't think for yourself. I'll tell you when to think. I'll tell you when to be critical.
Yes, yes. Yes, he's
well,
terrified.
not literally.
Because striking fear into
it's
all
obvious
who
paraphrasing,
may oppose her.
but
Kamala Harris
that's what
announced the
they
start of her
basically
official
said. That
campaign in the most intimidating of fashions on RuPaul's Drag Race.
Hi everyone, it's Kamala Harris. Each day we are seeing our rights and freedoms under attack, including the right of everyone to be who they are, love.
Oi.
I mean, wouldn't you want something more prime time? Okay. It has nothing to do with the show. It is just the choice. It's kind of like when Nintendo wanted to show off the Wii U and they were going to like Bed Bath and Beyond's or something like that. It's like, why here?
Of who they love, openly and with pride. So as we fight back against these attacks, let's all remember, no one is alone. We are all in this together.
For those people.
And your vote is your power. So please make sure your voice is heard this November and register to vote.
Prepare to watch through your fingers. Here it comes.
Can I get an
Oh God, yeah, that's
amen?
No, you can't.
Gay John Hamm.
Now on with the show.
And remember, you better vote.
apparently Musk and Tucker paid for, because dude, they thought, now for this cringe aside, she has a decent chance of winning. Biden didn't. They could have been like, you know what, this turd,
nah, she
just
has
put
no
a suit
chance
on this turd. It's a pretty solid turd. I think it'll keep its shape, and that'll be your VP pick. All right, I'm gonna win anyway, so fuck it. Who cares?
Oh shit.
Oh, that's Leslie Jones. Oh God, I just something that irritates
She's
the fuck
not
out of
funny,
me about her.
like at all.
Upside down. Upside down, you moron.
And it ain't no anti-woke shit. She's just got that saccharine sense of humor that just does not do it for me.
She tries to be like Whoopi Goldberg in the 90s and she fails.
Yeah. Remember when?
Yeah, that was. I hate when the Democrats do that. That is not every person that's left leaning. She does not represent me. That's no. Just stop.
Did she really just say they're fighting for their rights on a multi-million-dollar show?
Yes.
Yeah.
Remember when it used to be like if you dressed like that black guy did? And
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like because of all the fucking rhetoric that's put out there that there was a woman who had a pride flag outside of her shop. She wasn't shot or anything, was she? Oh, wait, she was.
You did a game, they would say that was homophobic.
Yeah.
Now it's just he might as well just come out with a sign that says AIDS.
What, bro?
Alex Jones was right. Changed my mind. How in the fuck are you kidding me, dude?
Oh shit.
Well, yeah.
Tattooed on his back right about.
Well, yeah. I mean, when he comes in weighing 40 pounds.
Listen, yo, he's another one who lied about a health issue. I just remembered this now. Didn't he say he had some kind of heart issue, but it wasn't? He was just trying to get his chest to look more like manly. Allegedly. I could be wrong, and maybe he did have some kind of heart surgery. I could be wrong. But I think that came out and that was debunked, I'm pretty sure. Correct me if I'm wrong, though.
Correct you about what?
I think that was one of the things that came out about him. But again, I don't like putting out misinformation, so if it's wrong, let me know.
Sores.
You put out misinformation all the time, you hippo.
This is, and I don't know about you, but this is the problem. The left, they find themselves in quite the quandary. This doesn't resonate with most Americans, right, who think the economy, crime, of course, immigration.
Yeah, but that's not, they're not going to watch that.
Really the problem at the border. These are the most pressing issues. But the left they have to appease.
Is Tucker Carlson? I'll watch Tucker instead. He reminds me of a former roommate of mine that I hate. So let's see. Let's see, Tucker. Is Tucker even on here?
Tucker Carlson, the hillbilly of the internet.
Ah, there he is. Looking. Why does he look all like weathered?
What do you think?
Oops. The left's. Who the fuck is worshiping her? And they're calling what's happening with her a coup.
Well, I mean,
oh God,
didn't she just take over his re-election campaign?
What the fuck is going on in
without
this
even
thumbnail?
being officially counted
Joe
in?
Biden, I'm gonna get a rocket up my ass.
Man, Natara is so awesome in this game.
All right, so we'll go with this. Oh yeah, I'm just worshiping Kamala Harris.
I think it's pretty
Come on, dude.
clear that if the assassination attempt on Trump had succeeded, that Biden would have stayed in. People can draw their own conclusions from that, but I believe that. It seems obvious to me that all of these things are connected.
I don't think Biden would have had a chance against JD Vance. No, he definitely, even with how unlikable, JD Vance, just because of his youth, would have steamrolled him. So what the fuck would have been the point for Biden to do that? You idiot.
Ah, shit, I did the wrong thing.
That makes no sense. The guy, how is he? Let's just keep it real with Biden here, Tucker. Okay, he's either a dementia riddled old man or he's a mastermind. Which one is it?
He did drop out yesterday. Apparently,
someone dropped out, Tucker.
Of course, this is his fucking intro. Of course it is. This is exactly the intro I would expect him to have. And just get a fucking mullet and drink a Budweiser and you're good.
You know, I'd take being a hillbilly over being a pedophile any day, Rich.
Money anyway. He's so not about any of this shit. You know what I'm saying? He grew up with a fucking platinum spoon in his mouth. But of course, he's appealing to the everyman. Fuck off.
Oh no, how dare a TV personality have a TV personality?
Let's start feeling.
Almost like Chint Uger, a fucking rich man telling everybody else how to fucking feel, when to act, how to act, and when they should act.
Phone calls all of a sudden, just like I got random phone calls a week ago that said Donald Trump has been shot, and we didn't even know at the time what was going on. And then suddenly I'm getting phone calls from my team saying, hey, Joe Biden has just dropped out. I'm like, what do you mean he dropped out? Is there an Oval Office address? He's not in the Oval Office. He's supposed to be in Rehoboth. This very suspicious letter.
Depends on the meatballs.
It depends on the meatballs. I'm Italian, so I know that he's meatballs.
All of his other signatures gets put out, and it says that he is dropping out of the race. It doesn't cite a reason. It doesn't cite any specifics as to what's going on. Doesn't endorse Kamala Harris.
Did you need to fucking cite a reason? Did you see the fucking guy? Are you kidding me? Can't finish a fucking sentence. Remember, and then they were that's just his speech impediment, Rich. You're making fun. No, it's not. Mid-sentence. He didn't do that when he was younger. Get lost. What do you mean Sniper Wolf's back at it again? Oh no. What the fuck does that mean?
Harris in the letter itself, and it's just posted to his Twitter account, just X. So it's posted up there, and we don't hear from him. We don't see him. We don't see Jill. We don't see any of the senior staff. His senior staffers are the ones informing the.
Are they really trying to say that they tried to pop?
No. No, what they're saying is they've basically
next thing they'll
weekend
say
at
the guy
Bernie's
doesn't even know if
the
he's a fucking
fucking
human.
president, bro.
Okay.
He's a
Our
puppet.
cabinet after this. So Biden himself doesn't even call his own cabinet to talk to them.
So it's 11:15 on Monday.
Yes.
And as of right, and by the time this is posted, it may change, but we have not heard from Biden.
We have not heard from Biden or seen Biden personally since, no proof of life, since Wednesday at this event in Las Vegas where they pulled him out because he was diagnosed with COVID.
Wait, so which one is it? Did he mastermind the failed assassination of Donald Trump? Is he dead?
They didn't say
Is
that at all.
What happened here? Or are you just throwing out conspiracy theory word salad to keep your audience always on alert so they always think everything's a fucking conspiracy? Ding, 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 ding.
You mean like
There's
you?
been no sighting of him at all.
As of today, I haven't seen anything. I haven't heard anything. We get all these reports.
He's barely been cited before because they were trying to hide the fact that he barely could function as a human being. Why do you think we've barely seen Biden for like half over half of his presidency?
For like over half of his presidency.
From someone familiar with the president's thinking, familiar with Joe Biden's, thought processes, someone who claims.
Now all of a sudden it's a mystery. They were trying to hide the fact of what state he was in.
Claims that they just saw Biden, but no, there's no Biden. There's no evidence of Biden. There's no sighting of Biden. There's no Biden.
Why would they
taking
hide what
selfies
state the
saying-
president's in
saying, "Hey, America,
from the
thanks for the
citizens?"
memories." Nothing, not a single piece of it.
Closest we have,
Yeah,
I think,
exactly,
is his
Gaffs.
brother Frank coming.
Now all of a sudden we haven't seen Biden. You've barely seen Biden for the entire time he's been in office. Now all of a sudden it's a fucking red flag. Get real.
Out to CBS yesterday, but not on camera.
Right.
Telling the reporter.
And the same with the fucking Democrats. I'm so shocked at the state of Joe Biden. Like, what the fuck? You're around him all the time in the position you're in. You were hiding it too. They were hoping they could limp him through to another 4 years, and then the other people would just run the show while he was sitting there drooling in his Oval Office seat.
I love my brother, and for whatever time he has left,
yep,
I'll be glad to be with him. And then the Biden family apparently comes out and says, well, actually, Frank's an alcoholic. You can't listen to anything he says.
Yeah, that's crazy, Frank. And he hasn't talked to his brother in weeks. But that being said, even if he did talk to his brother weeks ago and there was a medical condition that raises to that level, then we don't know. Look, that being said, though, what he lines up, what he said, Frank, about Biden, whatever time he has left, that actually lines up with something that I heard from a well-placed White House official, not as high as the inner circle or anything like that, but said something about Biden asking questions about, what is it like to have dementia? What is it like?
His whole thing is like being like country and American. Like, look, he's like in a cabin setting.
But that's just probably his kitchen.
To lose your mind. And
I mean, I'm
realizing
not
that
saying
there's
it's not a
no
character
future for
that
you.
he's
Your
playing
future
or a
is that- is your
personality
legacy,
that
of
he's
course,
portraying.
But your future,
But it's not
is you're gonna be confined
nefarious to
a
say,
bed
"Oh,
and
I'm
you're gonna wake
this.
up and maybe not
I
not
enjoy
recognize
this."
people's faces.
Oh, the media played ball with.
I mean, you're a 50-year-old
Biden
man that likes
administration,
hip hop.
too. They all knew what shape he was actually in. They all knew. Oh my goodness, I had no. You did fucking know. You did fucking know, and you were hoping you could hold up the charade. You were hoping that Trump was just going to be so
do the fucking
unpopular.
thing.
But to the person who's not really about politics, who doesn't know how batshit crazy Trump is, you see pieces of debate, and it's like one person can actually finish a sentence, one can't. I'm going to go with the guy who could finish a sentence. What is happening with Mr. Beast?
This type of thing, and that he was asking those questions. And so perhaps when he talked to his brother, he said something similar.
But it's Monday. We're in the middle of two wars, and we're in the middle of these wars. We're
Oh, yeah.
paying for these wars. Americans are fighting in these wars right now, and there may be a third war with Iran. approaching quickly.
This is fucking. I'm gonna lose my mind. This is
Do
a
it.
podcast. I'm not sitting here watching this whole fuck. Oh my god.
No, you call into question this guy's fucking mental ability all the time.
What I find
dispute what he says then. That was a
amazing is
313
all of the
combo
fucking
to finish with the
conspiracies,
brutality. That was an awesome.
Everything is a fucking conspiracy.
That they didn't say anything was a conspiracy. They were talking about the president being
And what's
weakened at
interesting to
Bernie
me-
by the Democratic Party, which is very apparent because he can't form sentences.
Watch that
Yet
in
they
a
still
minute,
keep
but,
trotting him out like he's perfectly fine.
Go over to the main cam for a second.
But no, that's not.
This is, I
Let's
feel
not talk about proper shit though. You know.
No, cops like the actual show. Yeah, that would be flagged. The thing is, match with me. I won't call the cops. There was other bangers he did too.
All right.
Just so the sun's not burning, I'm just turning this way. Just so the sun, you can say whatever.
Okay.
But so TikTok. So are they posting these WhatsApp links like on TikTok and all that stuff?
Yeah, there's some of them that'll do it. They'll put it in their bios, yeah.
Okay. Got it. Got it. How long ago did this kind of come about?
As in, you're gonna have to help me here.
Sure.
I'm just trying to understand what's going on here.
Sure. Well, what's going on is, you know, somewhere or another, you're in these groups that are posting pics of little kids.
Ooh, now I really got to get out.
Oh, Rich, it's you.
I'm going to get out of all of it. I did not know that was what was going on. I don't pay attention to what's going on. I don't comprehend things very well.
Okay.
But I'm going to get out of all of it.
Okay. Well, pretty much. I'll tell you, it could be. There's some ways that
I
it could
should
be
have
maybe a
grabbed
little
him.
bit
What the
late for
fuck?
that, but there's some ways that, you know, I want to give you an out here, man. What I'm trying to figure out is I don't care about the guy who's a little bit curious and, you know.
That's honestly all it was curiosity.
Right, exactly. Everybody's curious about.
Right.
Hey, I don't care about the guy on his phone, just, you know, bullshitting around. Who gives a f? I don't. What I am more than curious about, what I'm sure we can both agree on here,
Back
is
up.
that, you know, the people that create groups like this,
Right.
the
Are
people
bad.
are
They're
bad.
Oh, he caught me.
No.
Okay.
They're very bad.
Right. And, you know, as much as it might suck to hear, but it could also be a good thing too. I kind of have to talk to you to figure out what's going on with the rest of them, you know, because I'm not going to pull over the creator of a Signal group or a WhatsApp group and talk to them about what Adam's doing, because I don't care what Adam's doing, because Adam's just curious.
Right. It's
But
just curiosity.
it's just curiosity. But I can pull over Adam and figure out what, you know, say Fernando's doing and what groups he's creating, what he's sending in these groups.
Right.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. So, when did this come about, like on Facebook and TikTok? Like, how long ago was this?
But about a year or two ago.
Year or two ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just curiosity peaked. I don't know why it peaked. I honestly don't know why.
Okay.
I don't like the fact that it did, and I should talk to a counselor.
Sure.
Honestly.
Sure.
But it peaked, and I don't know why it did. It just did. I'm not happy with it.
You peaked or it peaked?
It peaked. I didn't peak. It peaked. My interest, or the
My
interest
apologies.
of it
I'm almost done.
peaked, and my curiosity got the best of me.
Okay. What do you think caused your interest to peak?
I honestly couldn't say. I guess it could be the fact that the anime that is out there, you know, this TikTok you'll see, or
Sure.
some post on Facebook, or
Right.
something like that.
So you think that could have been a gateway, maybe?
I think so.
Okay. Was this anime like, or what was it?
My apologies about that.
Kind of the teenage and to the adult version of stuff.
Talking like 13 and up?
Tough shit though, man.
Sword Art Online, stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I get it's a compulsion. I apologize about that. I get it's a compulsion. What I'll never understand is the chances of getting caught now. I mean, I guess if there's one positive thing that you get from these clout chase catchers, let's just call them, is if you catch people that may have gone through the cracks, you probably do. But on the flip side of that, I'm sure some of these dudes get away with it when they wouldn't have if it was handled the proper way. You said you'll be streaming daily. Do you know what time you will be streaming? That I do not yet. I'm not going to say a time yet.
The curiosity piques. So when you say get introduced to WhatsApp, Telegram, I mean, is this going on all three apps? Pretty much Signal, WhatsApp, Telegram. Is there any?
Yeah, I that's why Telegram is just like the world of shady shit. Not saying everyone on there is shady, but the shady people go there.
Other apps is happening on?
I've seen something called Vibe and Mega, but that's it.
Okay, tell me about Vibe.
Vibe's really no different than, I don't know, I guess it'd be almost the same as Signal, I guess.
Okay, encrypted, chatting, whatever.
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
Okay, cool. I like your vibe with those sunglasses. It's a nice vibe.
I have really bad eyes, so...
Well, it looks nice. It looks nice. You kind of look like a cross between me and AOC's boyfriend a little bit. It's like...
You lost me there.
AOC, what?
You know AOC, the Congress lady?
Nope.
You used to buy weed on Telegram, really?
All right, I respect it. Probably best you don't pay attention to her anyway. She's a cuckoo.
I don't do government. I just don't pay attention to it. I'm...
What? Why? See, this is what I'm saying, man. It's all... this guy is so fucking... I promise you, he's going to get caught in some other weird shit. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when.
I can't comprehend any of that stuff.
Okay.
I lack in that department badly.
Yeah, my thing is, I don't do government, but sadly I pay too much attention. I really need to stop. I fucking can't. I hate it, man.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But, okay. So, Mega, tell me about Mega.
Yeah, it's so weird. It's so fucking weird.
As I understand it, from what I can tell, it's files. They do something
It's so
with
weird
files,
that they can't...
You go from there, basically.
Okay. What are some of the stuff they've put on these files?
I don't know. I didn't really venture into that one.
Okay. So tell me about Signal, WhatsApp, Telegram. What kind of stuff are they putting in the groups there?
That I'm way
I never even heard of Signal.
in over my head on.
Okay.
I need to get away from.
Okay, and I figured that was the case, so that's why I think we can just talk about what they're doing. So,
I mean, it's basically what. From what I saw.
Okay.
I mean, you guys have protected me from that fairly well. If that's the group you're with, I don't know what group you're with, and I'm still scared here to be completely.
We just want to make sure that, you know. Look, I'll put it this way: if you created any groups, or if you were the one taking these pictures yourself.
Oh hell no.
Okay. I wouldn't be talking to you. I hope you know that.
No.
I'm only talking to you because you just got caught up in some internet.
I must have, because no.
Okay. Yeah.
No, dude.
Okay. So, what can really help out everything here is, you know, and this is so I can get a better understanding of what the bad guys are doing. I'm not asking you for you. I'm asking you for them. Okay. What kind of this stuff are they putting? Like, describe it a little bit better.
I don't know how to really describe it. I mean, honestly, it's more left to your imagination. I mean, you could maybe look at it as an in-depth kind of thing, like a dark web kind of thing.
Dark web.
Yeah.
Okay. What are the age ranges of the girls being posted?
Young.
Like, give me a ballpark.
Thank you, Scott Woodward. Thank you. Appreciate you for being a member for so long. I mean, I know, here's the thing. Here, I understand, like Chris Hansen, for example, they show the uncut tapes and there's more in-depth stuff. But at least like the stuff that Chris Hansen's asking in the unedited raw footage has more substance to it. This is like, okay, I guess you could argue that maybe he's trying to get information about him, but it's not being done well.
I'm not here to judge you, man. I'm just asking.
No, but I'm really trying to stay away from all this stuff. The fact that I even got this attention scares the hell out of me, dude.
Oh, I know, but you know, I'm you know, me being in your shoes, I'd be glad it's just a conversation about it rather.
Fair enough.
So, you know, if I could do you solid, let's work together on this.
It's young.
Like
young.
Ball infants?
No.
Toddlers?
Older than that.
Like 4-year-olds, 3-year-olds?
There. Sounds about right, yeah.
Okay. Are these like
Oh, Jesus.
kind of videos or pictures or both? Both. Okay. What's happening in the pictures?
Just what you would think would be with adults, just not as aggressive.
Pretend I am a...
Wow. What a piece of shit.
Pretend I am a rock and I know nothing.
You know nothing.
The stream is until 2 a.m. because I'm insane.
Pretend I'm a rock and I don't know nothing. I'm asking you because you are educating me about all of this.
I'm really trying to stay out of this world, dude. I'm honestly trying to stay out of this.
Well, I'm telling you, the way you can separate.
It'll be fun to when I have the ROG Ally hooked up. That'll be cool. Because then I'll be able to play the games from there and do the Elden Ring DLC.
Yourself and snitch on not your friends. I'm sorry. The way I know they're not. I know that. The way you can separate yourself is I am telling you that I am giving you the chance to separate yourself by telling me what they're sending of this type of stuff.
It could be anywhere from forced to what would look like, you could say, cooperative, I guess.
Like consensual.
Yeah,
consensual.
That one.
Okay, and this is like of toddlers and up?
Yeah, but I want to say 3 and 4 and up. I honestly am trying to stay away from this.
Yeah, no, I got you.
I don't want anything to do with this.
Okay. But what? I guess the question is, why don't you stay away from it? Purely curious, not judging, man. I promise you.
It's honestly just, it was curiosity. And I don't know.
Said they're babies, dude. Are you out of your fucking mind? There's that other dude who acts like Chris Hansen. In the beginning, it was kind of cool and all right, cute. Yeah, you're doing the whole Skeeter gene. I can't. It's too much now, though. I can't. Like, it just gets too exhausting to watch.
The fact of it's just curiosity. It is honestly just curiosity.
Curiosity about what you think?
About what that life would be.
Yeah, curiosity.
If it was worth anything, and it obviously isn't worth jack.
What that life would be. So the life of a...
Not a life.
Okay.
A life of a guy that doesn't know what the hell he's doing and is way in over his head.
Okay.
A creep, a weirdo.
Okay, so...
Like that.
So nicer words to describe what it would be. It's okay. I'm really not mad or judging you, man. I promise you, Adam. I swear. Look, I didn't tell your parents. I didn't tell your job. I've been mouth shut for for like literally since late 2022 now, dude. Like, trust. Like, don't even worry about it.
I'm gonna get away from all. I don't need any of it, and I want you to catch all these guys, whoever the hell these guys are.
Yeah, and I think you can help me do that. So
I'll do what I can.
Okay. So tell me about WhatsApp. What happens when they send a photo to you?
Yeah, I want to help you catch him by being part of the problem. Yeah, okay. That actually happened on To Catch a Predator one time too. The guy was thinking like, all right, if I'll help you, like, to try to get off. Okay.
It's really not me individually. It's
the volume's very low, actually.
Okay.
It could be
it's actually
large or a small file. It's
what's the biggest file they've shown on there, if you had to guess?
Somewhere maybe in the
300s?
No.
3 gigabytes?
Sounds about right.
Okay. So I assume this was a video?
Like I said, they're both. They're either that or that.
Okay. Got it. When you're having those curious moments, what age range are you kind of most curious about?
Just the teens.
Teens? So
I don't care for the younger, just the teens.
Okay. Got it. So you go in those groups for the teen stuff?
Yeah, but it sure the hell ain't now, and not ever, because I've barely been able to scrape anything, and I'm not. No, I'm done.
Doesn't matter,
My
teens or
curiosity's
not.
done.
So on WhatsApp or Telegram, have you ever changed any of those settings on your account, like flip something off, turn something on at all?
No, I don't touch much of that.
Okay. Has this all been happening on a phone, or is there a computer or a tablet this is happening on?
Why?
Well, the more stuff that's quote unquote contaminated, the more
That's all of it.
All of
it's
it?
really all of it.
So-
It doesn't matter where you go, and it's basically going to be there.
I'm talking
It
about-
just carries over is all it does.
Okay, so you've had WhatsApp on your computer and tablet then, or?
Yeah, it could be on your computer, it could be on the tablet, it could be on the laptop.
Okay, well I'm talking about in your case because I want to figure out which route, and I got to figure out which route we have to go to get this addressed. So I mean, if it's happened, because if there's like a device that I don't know about that it's happening on, then there's less ways that I can figure out a way.
Oh, it's
to
the
get through
phones.
this.
It's the phones. Big time, it's the phones.
Okay, what about your computer?
It's no different than using your phone.
Okay, so have you gone onto WhatsApp and those apps on the computer?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
It's basically the same thing.
Basically the same thing. So
Yeah.
is it the same account or different account?
Depends on how you want to do it.
So is this they both say the same thing game? So you do this. Yes, I do this. So you do this. Yes, I do this. So you go in there and do this. Yes, I go in. What the fuck is the point of any of this?
But honestly, I just want to stay away from it.
Well, is your account so is there WhatsApp on your computer right now?
Not right now.
Okay.
Like I said, I've basically deleted most of that stuff.
Okay.
Don't have it anymore.
Got it. So deleted most of it. So where would the remaining be?
I don't have anything remaining. I've pretty much gotten rid of it.
Okay. Well, you said you right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, I know that when breaks eye contact, they're probably not telling the truth. So I do want to know, is there anything on your phone that we can get rid of?
I can get rid of anything you want me to get rid of.
Okay, but I mean, like, is there, because I know if you haven't changed any settings on WhatsApp or Telegram, I know it was auto-downloading to your stuff. So.
That explains. Okay.
That explains what?
You don't pop out of nowhere.
Yeah, so where did that stuff download to?
Fortunately,
You
the
don't
phone.
know.
Okay.
I went to the phone.
How much of it do we think we got to get rid of, if we can right now?
I can get rid of all of it, honestly.
Well, let's
right
give
now.
it. Okay, so if I were to go through your, I'm not going to take your phone, but, and I'm not going to ask you to pull it out right now either. But if I were to take your phone, which I'm not, and I were to go to your gallery, how many images and videos do you think I'd have to get rid of?
Nothing's in the gallery. It's all in the app.
All in the app?
All in the app. I can get rid of the app.
Okay.
I can get rid of all of it.
Okay. How many groups do you think you're in?
I'm not. I'm whatever.
How do you not know at this point that at this point you're already fucked? But I guess they're desperate and don't care.
Groups I was part of are all gone. They're all gone.
Okay.
I don't have any groups there.
When
Just
did you,
what I've saved.
Just what you saved?
Just what I've saved. I
Okay.
swear.
So how many have you saved on the apps?
I mean, it's not even a debate that he's a clout chaser. He's literally proven it before in videos that he's done. Then there was that Dads Against Predators. I think they were actually on Vice. They were on Vice. And yeah, it's all about clout, dude. They actually, one of the guys, they were like trying to pick a fight with them. And it's like, if you actually wanted to get these people put away, this is not how you'd be doing it. You're doing it because you know that people, understandably so, and I do as well, despise pedophiles. They're considered the lowest of the low, and it's like, yeah, we could do whatever they want. This guy's a fucking pedo, so. And we get clout for it. That's what it's about.
Saved on the apps.
Yeah, like you said, you have stuff that you saved. So what app would these be saved on?
Well, it'd just be Telegram and the WhatsApp.
Okay. So how do you save it individually on Telegram and WhatsApp? Like how does that work?
Well, you get your own. You can create your own saved.
Oh, okay.
I know Telegram gives that option. And
Right,
as far as WhatsApp, I don't save anything off that.
Okay.
I'm just part of the groups.
Sure. So.
Oh, that makes it so much better.
So on Telegram, how many images and videos do you think are on your saved thing?
Not a lot. Not a lot at all.
You had to roll the dice and guess.
Less than 10.
Less than 10. Okay. What age ranges are these?
About what I described.
So toddlers and up. Okay. What compelled you to save a video of a toddler?
Curiosity, like I told you.
Fair enough.
Curiosity.
Fair enough. Without opening up and showing me, can you describe that video to the best of your ability?
No.
You can't?
No.
Can't describe what happens in it?
No, because when I saw it, I just didn't want to see it anymore. And I don't.
Bullshit. To a fucking toddler. What a piece of garbage, man.
Why I saved it, I don't know. Why I kept it saved, I don't know.
Okay. Well, do you care about saving the children?
Why you kept it safe, you don't know? I could tell you.
Children?
Yes, I do.
Okay, because so far you've saved 8 kids, but not in a good way. But I'm giving you a chance to actually save the children, not just save them onto your phone.
Yeah, get it all gone, delete it, yeah.
Sure. But to help me better understand what adults are creating with kids, I need to go through you, man. I need to go through you. You know, I don't have to go through you. It's because you know, I could basically. There's 2 ways I can obviously go through you. I can, you know, I can think that I'm a running back and you're a linebacker, and I can try to go through you that way. Or right, which I'm not threatening physical, but I'm, you know, figuratively, I can, like, you know, I could either disregard you and I can loop you in with everybody else.
I want to get rid of this problem.
Okay. So what happens in that toddler video?
There's a lot that gets.
What? I can't even compute it.
Cycled through. Well,
okay, the one that you have saved. Okay, so it's a toddler. Or
not toddler. Like the age range I described, like higher than a toddler.
Okay, so like 8,
yeah,
9.
This is brutal.
I'd say thereabouts, maybe slightly younger.
Okay,
I wouldn't say exactly toddler.
So maybe like 5 or 6.
Somewhere in there.
Okay, and it's like a 5 or 6-year-old. Okay, that's fair. I appreciate your honesty, truly. Is this a guy or a boy or girl doing that?
It's a girl.
Okay.
Also got some of the other gender doing it too.
Okay, that's what's. Do you have some of the other gender saved?
Not that. No, not that I think of.
Okay.
I don't think.
They're just posting it up in their groups.
It's literally just posting it up in groups, and then it's if you want to download it or save it, save it.
Okay.
That's really how it goes.
Sure, of course. How many in? Excuse me. How many times have like people messaged you to exchange or trade?
None of these groups really do, Sue. None of them really do. There's exceptions, but it's a very easy way to garner a following.
Nobody?
No one.
Okay. How many times have you been in a group where it could be like, we're going to kick you out if you don't put in?
Twice, maybe.
Okay. And how long?
So that means you exchange pictures.
How long were you in those groups for?
Not very long.
Okay.
Not very long.
So how many times do you think you put into those groups?
None. I haven't put into any.
Okay.
I've stayed out of it. If anything, I just look at stuff.
Okay. Got you.
That's probably not any better, if anything worse.
Right. So another thing I want to want to brush over is mega links. Where have you seen mega links being posted?
Facebook. When I look through the comments, they mention mega. That's when the curiosity tipped.
So that was your intro to it?
It's literally Facebook.
Okay.
I mean, everybody looks through comments.
Right.
Some pages here, some pages there. You look through the comments, you read. There you go. There's mega.
Right.
Look at this site. This is what this has. Download something. See what you get.
Right. Real quick. Hey, can you go to Casey's and get some fried pickles? I'm fucking starving.
All right, what is the meme about with that?
Freaking, I haven't eaten all day, man. What's your favorite food?
I don't know. Fast food, I guess.
Well, That's boring.
I don't know. I don't have an interest to push further, I suppose. I'm kind of mild like that, I guess.
I like a chicken pad thai. So I guess you could call it.
That's really weird, but okay.
Yeah. No, but I'm not an anime fan. Anyway, so.
Anime's not bad, though.
What's your favorite anime?
Oh.
I tried to get into it, but I just couldn't.
Naruto.
Oh, it's Code to call the cops. Ah, well played.
Okay.
Naruto Shippuden, and then when he was...
Putin?
Shippuden.
So you're not pro-Ukraine?
Huh?
No, just kidding.
Dude,
Naruto Shippuden. I hear you. I'm just joshing you, man.
I'm still trying to understand the anime world, and I'm struggling with it still.
Right.
I mean, I got Crunchyroll, I have Funimation, what's the other one? I think there's another one, I can't think of the name of it, though.
Right. Got it. Okay, so Mega Links, that sparked your curiosity. Right. So how did, so you're reading stuff, we're reading comments? How does that work? Okay.
Comments.
Yeah, this dude needs to get in trouble. Fucking like toddlers and shit like that. Are you kidding me?
What are some of these comments saying?
It's just basically if you want to see more of this site, download this file.
Download Mega? Okay, so when you download the file, what did it say?
It doesn't say anything, it just gives you access, or at times it'll ask for a password.
Okay. So, I don't think I'm wrong when I say this. We've seen your whatever click on a lot of Mega Links.
Yeah,
okay.
That's my curiosity sat there for a bit, and I just need to let it go.
So,
I need to let it go.
Without me showing you this that I have right here.
I'm not sure what that means. Anime companies, you're saying?
When's the last time do you think you clicked on a Mega Link and downloaded it or whatever?
Last night.
Last night? Okay. So this Mega Link's currently downloaded?
No, I didn't download it. I just looked at it. Looked.
I thought when you click on the Mega Link, it automatically downloads.
It does not automatically download. You can choose to save it to a file if you wish to.
Sure.
It does not automatically download.
Okay. So without me showing you this, how many Mega Links do you think you have downloaded right now?
One too many. One too many.
So
one too many.
No, one too many. I'm part of.
This guy is obsessed with it. It's compulsive. This is something that he lives for this, which is frightening. To be this knee deep in this shit, come on.
4 groups
with Mega,
but I don't send or receive anything. I look, about it.
So these are groups on the Mega app?
Yeah, you can have chats on Mega app. You can have groups.
Okay. So I'm trying to reiterate. Let me know if I'm wrong here. So you're in a group on this app called Mega.
Just a part of them.
Okay, sure. And they're posting Mega Links in the chat, and you click on the Mega Links, and it pops up.
Pops up.
Okay.
Choose to ignore it, move on. And it's really just a lot of.
How many? What's the biggest Mega Link file that?
I honestly.
Yes, they called the cops. They called law enforcement.
So what now?
Okay. Well, what's the biggest one they've showed?
If I'd take a guess, somewhere in the 5 maybe.
5 Gs.
A little higher, yeah.
5 gig.
Abby, I'm gonna give you an edible. You need one.
Gigabytes. So I've seen Megalink files that are like 100 gigabytes, 300 gigabytes. Has that ever come across your thing?
Maybe a couple of times.
Okay. How many gigabytes?
I took as many as I needed to take for you to ask me. All aboard the bus to Rich's ass.
Gigabytes do you think it was? And if you truly don't remember, if you truly don't recall a time that happened, then please tell me. But, you know, I also do want to know, have you seen anything with 100 gigabytes, 200 gigabytes, anything like that?
Well, like I said, a couple of times, yeah, maybe.
Okay.
But I don't really give much attention to Mega. If anything, it's something I need to delete and get away from.
Sure.
Oh, Abby would be a coming machine if he did edibles.
So, do you know what was on this 100, 200 megabyte file or gigabyte files?
Exactly what you've been trying to talk to me about.
Child. Okay, so you open those on your phone?
Oh. Need some liquid. You know how much video that is? Or images / video that is? Depending on the fucking resolution. Yeah, this guy needs to be fucking thrown under the jail.
Yeah, whether you download them or not is completely up to you.
Okay.
You can literally just look at the thing and
So
not do anything.
Except chocolate. Chocolate tastes like ass.
So you open up a 100 gigabyte Megalink thing before?
Yeah, and you don't download it or anything. It's just you open it. That's all you do.
So we're probably talking about 100 gigabytes. We're probably talking about tens of thousands of images.
Somewhere in there.
Okay. And it was all child?
That, sometimes adults. Adults.
Got it. Well, I mean, if, you know, I'm just going through your experience here. If you have seen tens of thousands of these images and been in all these groups, especially Megalinks, I know it didn't cut off at toddlers. I mean, tell me about the infants. Just, I do want to know.
It's what it is. They post them. Whether you look at them or not is whether you look at them or not.
Where have you seen infants posted?
Telegram, WhatsApp.
So why would you be looking for the links if you didn't want to look at them, dude? Come on.
Okay.
And the Mega.
And the Mega. All right.
Single and the Vibe too. I've also seen it there.
Signal and Vibe. Okay. Gosh, a lot of babies. Crazy. I'm sure that didn't make you comfortable seeing that. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely didn't.
Right. So these, I assume, were also videos and pictures. Okay.
Both. It's generally just both.
Generally just both. Okay. I am just asking, you know, Adam, I hate to ask you to relive this, but, you know,
Don't want to relive anything.
We have to save the babies here, okay?
Yeah.
All right. What happens in one of these infant videos that you can remember?
You could say it could be casual or a little forceful.
Okay. Or describe one that was forceful that you remember with an infant.
They got the cops coming.
It's odd. I honestly don't remember one. I don't. You honestly can't tell most of the time.
Okay. Well, describe a video with what looks like a newborn getting.
Oh my God.
I couldn't tell you.
But you've seen some of those?
Again, I just scroll.
I'm finishing it at this point. What are you even fucking doing there? What are you even doing there? I just scroll. I've never scrolled past something like that because I'm not looking for it.
Got it. So, okay, let's kind of walk it back to last night. So you opened Mega last night at what time?
Doctor, where did you see that? What are you watching, the earlier part of the stream? Gay Asian man using my chest as so. Imagine the possibility. The way he says it, it sounds so real. And that's AI. That is fucking AI. I need to hear it again now. He reminded, blame him. Where is it? Where is it? It's got to be one of the Bill Gates ones.
Sack is feeling clean. I also want Jeff.
Yo, we got to do
Imagine
like
the
a
possibilities. Stanley Kendall farting in my face. Imagine the possibilities.
I wish I could show these to you.
Kibble, that
Oh wait, this is me setting intro guy. We're gonna do that's what we're this is one we're definitely gonna do. What is the question? Where we do like AI requests and I'll have like Bill Gates say whatever the fuck you want. I'll figure out a price that's fair.
Imagine the possibilities. Mrs. Buttergirth eating kibble.
That's Matt's
that
cat.
Was meticulously poured into my asshole. Imagine the possibilities.
Is this it?
Chest as a toilet. Imagine.
Yeah, listen to this. Listen.
Gay Asian men using my chest as a toilet. Imagine the possibilities. Gay Asian men using my chest as a toilet. Imagine the possibilities.
Listen, that would be incredible, man. If we had a night where people could just request stupid shit.
Obviously somewhere maybe around 8 or 9.
Okay. And what do you see on that mega link?
Nothing in the chats really, just a couple of things in the chats. Mostly conversation, people who joined, such and such.
Okay, I'm talking about the mega link you clicked on last night, like the actual.
That would be amazing. I would just have to think of a price that is fair. Not be like, yeah, I want to make money too. Like, I'm not gonna sugarcoat that, but I don't want it to be too high where people be like, nah, fuck it, that's stupid. And I don't want it to be too low. I remember Jay and I did that one time where AI picture requests, and it was just like we were doing like, I think if you could do $1, and it was like endless. We couldn't even keep up with them. So I'll have to, I'll probably do like $5 or something like that.
Link. What did it show?
Because even if it's a smaller group of people, all you need is 20 people to request it. And then you get backlogged, you know?
Kids loving each other.
Kids
sexually.
Licking each other?
That, kissing, showing some body parts.
Oh my God. I want to jump through the screen and fucking... Never mind.
How old are those kids?
Elementary school and above.
Okay. Have you ever seen anything with like an animal and a kid that they've been showing in these groups?
Gay Asian men using my chest in the toilet. Imagine the possibilities. I gotta hear it again. It's just so ridiculous, the AI. Well, no, what happened? No. I need to download it. Hold on. I'm downloading this shit. Is this it?
On my ball sack while
Is this
kibble.
It? Nope.
Using my chest as a toilet. Imagine the possibilities. Gay Asian men using my chest as a toilet. Imagine the.
I could say, yeah, here we go. Now I could show it to you too.
Gay Asian men using my chest as a toilet. Imagine the possibilities. Gay Asian men using my chest as a toilet. Imagine the possibilities.
All right, enough. And that's the thing. And the thing is, the app I have is uncensored. So you could have it say whatever. Obviously, I'll have to have limits. And if people get stupid, I'll have to fucking like ban them if they say something terrible. But yeah, the way he says it, it sounds so natural. It's like, man, what are those Asian men going to do to your chest, Bill?
I've probably seen a couple, but that's it.
It's called parrot, Abby. Parrot, like the bird.
Okay. The couple that you have seen, how old did the kid look? What animal is it?
I'd say elementary, and it's a dog. I think a dog. Yeah.
Okay. What's the dog doing to the kid?
Dog's standing there, and then the kid's just
doing what?
What would be
the dog? All right. Have you seen any with like a horse or a dolphin at all?
That's mostly adults, though. That's for the adults. That's.
So you're still watching adults doing stuff with animals, which is essentially is horrifying. Oh my God, this guy, he needs to be like lifelong institutionalized. Yeah, we could go for AVGN, sure.
I've seen that with adults.
A dolphin with an adult?
No.
Or a horse with an adult? Okay. Got it. Got it. Must be some stallions in the bedroom, huh?
That was really fucking unnecessary. JD Vance, the couch fucker.
Okay. So it was a man and a man.
Okay, that's weird. You're talking about gay?
Well, not really gay, more like. Have you seen any with?
Dude, Mama, how the hell are you?
Like a cat and a.
Gay Asian men using my chest as a toilet. Imagine the possibilities.
A cat and a human.
I have seen one, yeah.
Are you just telling me this stuff, or is you being for real?
No, I'm being for real. It was a child in a bed, had a cat.
What's up,
She's just giving it love and putting it towards the spot she's not supposed to. That spot.
So the kitty on the kitty, pretty much.
Pretty much, yes.
Okay. How often do they show you? Because this is something, because you know, I'm a cat owner myself, and that.
So am I.
Okay. So how often? How? I mean, how?
Not very often.
If you had to guess, how often are they showing?
It's rare, honestly. Twice, possibly.
Twice, possibly. So if you're telling me you saw a horse, a dog, and a cat, how could it be twice?
Twice within.
Ian Foot. Okay.
A couple of months time frame.
Okay.
But it's usually, from what I've seen, it's the same stuff. Repeat it and repeat it and repeat it.
Like the same videos repeating?
Basically.
Okay.
Just repeat, repeat, repeat.
Doesn't matter. You're looking for them. It's intent. It doesn't matter.
Got it. Do you have any saved on your Telegram or anything like that? Yeah, I'm not judging. I'm just asking.
I might have one.
Okay.
Maybe two.
Maybe
you know, I'm just letting you know. I mean, I'm sure you do know, but I'm just reminding you. You don't have to say yes to every question. Like if you don't have something, you don't have
I
something.
want to help you save the children.
Okay.
That's what you're asking me to do.
Do you
right?
You want to help him save the children? Sure, you do, guy.
Yeah.
Sure.
Do you actually have saved?
I don't.
Okay. So you don't have to. You don't have to.
I'm very confused here.
Okay. Have you actually seen a video with a cat and a little girl?
No.
Okay. Have you seen?
No.
Okay. Well, I don't think that's true.
Because you got paper that says otherwise.
I didn't say that. I just said mega links.
You did.
Okay. Okay. So, okay, but so you've seen infants and up, is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Has there been any one or two times with the dog?
Yes, that is true.
Okay, so you've seen a dog and a girl.
Yes, they always repeat the same damn thing.
Okay. So was it really an elementary school girl and a dog?
As far as I can tell, yeah.
Okay, what about a video of a cat and a girl?
Mega links. I've actually had them for like audio shit and stuff before. Remember the whole thing with Mega Upload back in the day? Isn't that tied to that somehow? The fuck? I don't know. Oh no. Give me a second. I'll be right back. Yeah, Mega is shady. I'm not usually a fan of when I get a link to that, but all right. I'll be right back. Here's my All right, false alarm. False alarm. If there was someone at my door. But it was a bug.
If you didn't, okay, you actually seen that? Yes. Okay. Have you seen an ostrich in a girl?
Like a hiccup burp.
Okay. What about
no, he didn't see an ostrich. Like with the your Ring camera, a bug was like skibbity flipping and dripping.
What about like a bird and a girl or something like that? No. Okay.
Which is fine.
So do you act like, I'm not gonna be mad if you haven't seen a cat and a girl. Like I'm really trying to. Have you actually seen that? You said no. And you said yes. Like I want to know the truth. That's it.
Yes. When I
rather
clicked on
be
the
working.
link,
Okay.
I believe I might have saved it to my Telegram.
Okay.
Saved files.
Okay.
Just that one though.
Which one?
The cat and the girl.
Okay. Okay. If you're just saying that to not make me mad, don't feel like you have to. Okay. So you actually have a video of a cat and a girl on your Telegram. Do you promise?
Not really.
Okay. I mean, I don't know, like, I don't know, like, what? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man. Like, okay. So to confirm, you've seen infants. That's real, right?
This is what I've seen. Yes.
Okay.
What I've seen.
Okay. You've seen dogs, yes or no? Just if it's no, it's okay. But I'm just asking you. You've seen dogs and girls.
I've seen dogs and girls. I've seen a cat and a girl.
Okay.
What I've seen animal-wise.
Okay.
It's like that dude. It's like that dude that was on To Catch a Predator. He just showed up completely naked and he wanted to like do something with the cat.
Your coworker's probably called. Here. What you should do? Oh, I have an idea. I got you. Because you've been so honest, truly. Is your phone password protected?
Yeah.
What's the code?
No.
I'll take the mic off.
And the pickles have arrived.
Here, Adam, I have a way around it. I took the mic off. What's the code?
I'm already going to jail.
I can help you out with this. What's the code?
It just needs to see my face.
Okay, it needs to see your face. Okay, how can we unlock it without that?
You would need a code.
What's the code?
It's like, basically you spell out.
Spell off.
You're spelling out.
Can you?
The cops are there. The cops are there.
Can you unlock it and just show me, just so I know?
It's in the car.
Okay. Okay, well, all right, well, we should probably go get it then. How's it going? We're just having a conversation here. Here, Adam. Here, let's just tell him real quick. Yeah. Just show Adam. Just show your hands, man. So we're just having a conversation. You know, he's people have been catching him up or getting him caught up in some, basically some child you got to get rid of, right?
Yes.
Okay. You said there's like what 8 or some stuff saved on some child saved on your Telegram. Okay. And you've seen some like stuff that you got to get rid of.
He's basically giving the cop all the evidence. Imagine the possibilities if an Asian man uses my chest as a toilet.
Too, right? Okay, and the phone's in your car with the child in it? Okay.
Imagine the possibilities.
Facebook, Snapchat. No, not Snapchat. It's mostly through Facebook is where all that, my curiosity came into play.
Okay.
It's through there.
Okay.
And then it just led to one thing after another.
So it's on your phone, you have child on your phone. Which car is yours?
The Maroon Impala.
Okay. And do you have any weapons on you?
Just the pocket knife.
Again, don't reach.
Sorry,
Okay.
just the pocket knife.
Well, I can do something. I'm going to drop your keys for me, okay? Put your hands on top of your head like this and let your fingers turn around for me. At this point, you're just being taken, okay?
Oh yeah.
You're not right in the...
Yeah, no problem. No problem. Oh God.
Try to do this comfortable for you, alright? I'm gonna double lock these. What that means is that way it won't get any tighter on you, okay?
Yes, I mean, it's a dangerous act.
Like I said, you're not under arrest at this point, you're just being detained.
Yeah, I'm gonna take my mic off.
What the hell is going on with the mic? He is a unique man. All right, how much more of this hissing do I have to hear? What happened to the guy?
Knocked on his door, no answer, came here, said...
Okay, here we go. Fine.
I just found his Facebook, so he worked here, found the address for him, so knocked on his door, no answer, came here, said I got package for him, and 30 minutes later...
There are some fucked up. And I'm so mixed on how, like, I haven't watched CC Unit. These are such strange videos. You want to watch Glover is what you're saying? But, I haven't watched CC Unit since, he ran across, like, 6 lanes. And I get what these guys are doing. Like, a lot of times, even if they don't end up getting prison sentences, they would never get caught anyway, and them being put in the public eye for being terrible is a good thing. But most of these things are just doing it for clout and for that. And it's a very easy way to get clout. Yeah, they drag it out too long, Panda. You're right.
staying on course with a diet can sometimes be a challenge when you're running from one event to the next. Thanks to Factor, I no longer need to worry. Factor takes the stress out of meal planning and sets you up for success. Skip the grocery store, the prep work, and the cooking fatigue, and instead get chef-crafted, dietitian-approved meals delivered right to your door. Choose from over 35 meal options per week, including options like keto, calorie smart, vegan and veggie, protein plus, and more. Have chef-prepared meals on the table in 2 minutes with Factor's ready-to-eat meals so you can get back outside to soak in the summer sun or back to your favorite game without missing a beat.
It's a weird thing with the ads on a nerd video. As a person who has ads, when I had ads, I understand it. It just, I don't know if there's any way they could ever make it. The hair right now. Get it? Ah, gross. There, I got it. They can get the ads to naturally fit the nerd video flow.
All meals are fresh and never frozen. Factor's become my go-to dinner solution when I'm working late on.
And they're not really making the food. Let's just keep it real. Oh, there it is. Bastard. They're not making the food look very appetizing right now, to be quite frank with you.
A video or before I head out for a long day. Say, for example, when I'm working on a nerd episode nonstop and I forget to eat, Factor is always convenient. They help keep me on track with the diet and taste great too.
You mean when, you mean when Screenwave's working on a nerd episode? I'm sorry. That's slick. That just came out.
Head to factor75.com or click the link below and use my code DZA50 to get 50% off your first Factor box and 20% off your next month of orders. That's code DZA50 at factor75.com to get 50% off your first box, plus 20% off your next month of orders.
Ever get that waiting feeling like you might have to take a shit, and the feeling gets stronger when you stand in a certain spot? Well, right now my ass is leading me to the N64 shelf. Getting warmer, warmer, warmer. There it is, Glover. First time I heard of this game, I was like, huh? Glover? Is it Danny?
So wait, you saw a game and you shit your pants? That's
Glover, Donald Glover, Crispin Glover, Roger Glover. Riding a red ball. So you play as a glove.
Oh God. The 5th generation of consoles was so weird.
I used to think it had something to do with Super Glove Ball, but that's another game. You probably remember that one in my Power Glove episode.
Yeah, from like 30 years ago, because we're
Together,
old.
these would make my list. Top 2 worst glove games. But Glover doesn't use the Power Glove, thank God. And luckily, after it left a shit skid inside the N64 toilet bowl, Zelda Ocarina of Time came along and pissed it away, only a week after it pissed us off. Now, honestly, when Glover first came out, it seemed pretty cool, but so did everything that was 3D. In the old days, all we had was 3D World Runner and pseudo 3D shit like that.
Yeah, and this was during the era where they were still learning how to make 3D games work in terms of game design, controller, so on and so forth. Hell, the controllers themselves. For the fun fact, the PlayStation 1 came with only a D-pad controller at the time. There was no analog sticks originally with the PS1.
Later, there were games like Jumping Flash on PlayStation, but it was Super Mario 64 that fundamentally changed the 3D platformer as we knew it. With its freedom to move around in a circle and even reposition the camera, it was a big deal. Afterwards, games like Banjo-Kazooie and Spyro the Dragon proved that Nintendo had started a trend. Here we go! Some of these games were good, and some of them were shit. But sometimes we just accepted it because it was 3D, it was cutting edge, and cool. As kids, sometimes a game we thought...
Yeah, you turned a blind eye. Like, I remember Shadow of the Empire. I thought it was amazing. You go back to that now, it's not amazing.
Was good might have actually been shitty all along. When I first played Ghostbusters on NES, I didn't want to admit it was garbage because it was Ghostbusters. It had to be good, right? What about Ninja Turtles? One of my early episodes. That game drove me insane. It sucked. But what did I know?
So bad.
It was the #1 top-rated game in Nintendo.
And then you get disappointed because I remember, because you didn't know as a kid, you're just thinking you see Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, you play the arcade version, you just assume that's what you were getting. And then you went home and it was like, ha, no, the fuck you're not.
Power for a while. But every game was supposed to be good. We were lied to, psychologically manipulated into thinking we were wrong. But no more being ass-lighted by the shitty games. It's time for Glover. Let's go. The game opens inside a castle, and we're introduced to the red-nosed drunken wizard who's recklessly throwing shit into a bubbling cauldron. Idiot.
All
It
4
knocks him
polygons
through
of
the
them.
floor. Yeah, right through the goddamn floor, screaming like Goofy. And I guess his gloves or hands fell off. One glove falls into the slop and morphs into the evil cross-stitch, while the other becomes our protagonist, Glover. I'd like to say he flips the bird, but with only 4 fingers, too bad. Well, he transforms the wizard's magic crystals into rubber balls so they don't shatter, but oops, they bounce into what become the game's levels. So now go fetch, asshole. That would have made a better title. They should have called it that. So that's the plot. The game.
As much as the N64 really didn't have a big texture cache at all, very tiny one actually. I don't think the texture cache was actually much bigger on the PS1. I don't remember though. At least it didn't have the texture warping that the PS1 had. Anyone remember that? Whereas like if something was getting closer to you, like everything would warp.
Play is far more complicated, and I'll tell you what, it's very ambitious and creative, but there is a huge learning curve. So if you rented it from the video store, you'd better hope the last person returned the manual. And you would also need those strategies from Nintendo Power, issue 114. It had a whole section with tips and tricks for each stage, but why would you care? Look what's on the cover. The goal is to collect 6 missing crystals and return them to the center of the castle to save the wizard and the kingdom. For every crystal you bring back, new worlds unlock. Much like Mario 64, the castle grounds act as your hub, connecting all the worlds. Each world.
Ah, with all the fog. All the fog. Because that's because, you know, the draw distance had to be limited due to, I think with like shaded polygons, what was the max amount of polygons that could be in a single frame on the N64? 100,000? Which is not high at all.
The world has 3 levels, a boss fight, and a bonus stage, and they're all based on specific themes: Atlantis, Carnival, Pirates, Prehistoric, Fortress of Fear, and Out of This World. The game's helper character, Mr. Tip, is a wizard's hat with googly eyes that give you tips, because it's one of those type of games where you need
I just remember seeing this in the store back then. I'm like, yeah, that looks like shit.
everything explained to you every step of the way. Kind of like that annoying office assistant, Clippy. You use the B button to talk to him, but that's the same button to bounce the ball, so sometimes this kind of shit happens. Come on!
I hate these type of characters.
That fucking hair. Oh my god. He should have shaved that or Rogaine that ages ago.
Pickle, 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 pickle. Shit, pickle. Okay.
All right.
Shit, pickle, shit, pickle, shit, pickle, shit, pickle.
Okay. All right.
Shit, pickle. Pickle, 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 shit, pickle, shit, pickle, shit, pickle. Shit, pickle.
Thanks for the advice.
Shit, pickle.
Anyway, Mr. Tips is always showing up, telling you to do this, do that, tells you to collect Garibs.
And notice how the games are always low frame rates too. I remember, if you think Doom for the Jaguar which was considered, which is still a good port, especially for its time considering. There's better ports now. But at the time when Doom came out for the Jaguar, minus the fact there was an issue that it didn't have the music in the levels, it was considered one of the best console port of the time. But that actually ran at 20 FPS. Imagine if a game ran at 20 FPS now and they said, oh, that's great. Could you imagine? Everyone would be like, what? It's not 120 FPS at 1440p, you bastards.
Wait. Garibs? Collect Garibs to score points. Get 50 and win an extra life.
Wow, that would help. If I knew what fucking Garibs are.
You gotta be fucking kidding me. I also need to comment on this bird. Tell me, what are you hearing?
Wait, I
Is
thought
it
that
just
was
me,
the...
Or does the bird have gas? Out both ends.
Yeah, his hairline is incredible.
The objective of each level is to find the ball. Okay, wait, hold on now.
Well, yeah, 20, but dude, I'm telling you, back then that version of Doom ran at 20 FPS on the Jaguar. And that was considered an amazing port of Doom. I didn't mind there was no music in the levels. I thought it was fine. Kind of added to the atmosphere.
The bird was farting. Sorry, I can't let that go. Anyway, you get the ball to the end goal while solving puzzles and avoiding obstacles. These obstacles range from your standard pitfalls and spike traps to spinning platforms, blowing fans, giant snowballs, falling rocks, etc. It's like playing Marble Madness, but if you also had to move a hand around to guide the ball by dribbling, smacking, throwing, and running on top of it. I don't even know where to begin with describing these controls. When you're running on the ball, for example, you have to be pushing the joystick in the opposite direction.
The fucking N64. What was weird was when I played games with the analog stick on the N64, I didn't hold it in the center. I held it on the side. But that was just an awkward design. I'm like, I feel like I have to burp and I'm yawning simultaneously.
You're trying to go. You have to train your brain to think in reverse. You also have enemies to contend with that will try to steal or destroy the ball, and some will go as far as to intentionally knock it off the stage, which basically means you're dead. It seems underneath every stage is a bottomless pit, so you can't take your eyes off that ball. Hitting B makes Glover point at the ball, which is great so you never lose track of it, but that doesn't guarantee you'll be able to get to it before a giant bumblebee rocket launches it with a stinger at its ass. But the worst enemies gotta be the explosive ones, like this dynamite hopping organism. If you somehow figure out how to avoid...
So basically, summary is we're going to finish it, but this is a typical mid-90s attempting to get that Mario 64 money. Poorly implemented 3D platformer.
Avoid the blast with Glover, the ball still gets blown into pieces or is sent careening over the edge like a turd shot out of cannon. You want to be holding that ball at all times. Besides, without it, you move around like 10 pounds of shit shoved into a 5-pound glove. Much like how rolling in Ocarina of Time was a little faster than running, Glover is best when he's jumping constantly. Every time you get a game over, you'll need to reload your save file and run all the way back to where you were from the castle gates. So get ready to hop, 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 like a bunny on crack. Too bad Glover's little fingers don't make him move any faster. Thing from Addams Family could teach him a few pointers. You can change the ball's form by tapping the R button. It can become a rubber ball, a bowling ball, a ball bearing, and the ball's original shape, the crystal. The crystal is very fragile. It's only useful for collecting more points, so don't try to bounce it unless you want to hear Glover scream like E.T. The crystal and rubber balls float on water, allowing Glover to ride them. The bowling ball and the ball bearing are
so much dithering too in N64 games. I forgot about that.
And boy, will you be pressing a lot of switches.
Dithering, I mean, like, you see how, like, over here in the water, it gets, like, pixelated.
Switches in this game. The white switches with red stars, Glover can activate on his own by fisting them or fist slam, punching.
I do not miss this era of console gaming.
And the red switches with yellow target.
There's many flaws with the gaming industry now that we could go into that would take hours. But this awkward era when they were trying to learn 3D was brutal.
Can only be activated by the ball. These switches will open up the next section of a course or a checkpoint. Each level has multiple buttons that you'll need to hit to progress. And
again, more dithering. See all the dithering here? You see what I'm talking about with the dithering?
oftentimes they're located at the end of difficult platforming.
And the fog, good old-fashioned fog.
The amount of precision required in this game is something you would never understand unless you've actually played it. The only way I can even think to describe it is if you're familiar with those maze games with the tiny balls.
Oh, God.
It's kind of like that. When you play it, you have to give it your...
Yes, Andreas. I know you. You didn't have to. You are a mod already. Why are you asking? I just realized that. You're a mod. Congratulations.
This, but you keep failing. Well, imagine if you were trying to play more than one maze at a time.
I had those as a kid, too.
You have both the glove and the ball to deal with. Keep your eye on Glover. Oops, you lost the ball. Keep your eye on the ball. Fuck, I died. This circus level in...
Yeah, it's funny because that game, when it first came out, K-Flow, I'll keep playing the video.
My piss to a boil.
Donkey Kong 6, everyone loved it. But then everyone looked back then and like, fuck this game. Yes, you can.
Let me ask you a question. What comes to mind when you think of the circus? You know, clowns, cotton candy, fire breathers, acrobats, a giant blue ball sack?
What were they thinking? And you ride it by bouncing on it? It's like that episode of South Park, and you know the one I mean. And if not, well.
God, I forgot. Oh, man.
But check out this part. First, you need to cross two swinging pirate ships. But the momentum flings Glover and the ball around like rag dolls. Every time I try to...
It's just weird for me to see, like, when you look back at all the limitations and how simplistic the games looked on the N64. Obviously, I knew, but, like, subconsciously you forget. And back then, like, a lot of these games were mind-blowing visually, but now looking back, it's like, oh, God.
To get on this damn thing, it either tosses me like a frisbee or the ship moves and I fall to my death. Fuck. Here we go.
I hated Turok Dinosaur Hunter a lot for that reason, Tuna. Because of the fucking fog.
See this shit? Up until this point, most of my deaths were the result of me not totally grasping the controls or some bad camera angles, but now it's as if the game is actively fighting against me. What the fuck was that shit? All right, there we go. All I gotta do is bounce it.
It's funny
because gotta time it right. There we go. Not a problem. Not a problem.
I think I played PS1 more back in the day, simply because of Castlevania Symphony of the Night. And I beat both castles too, not just the... I figured out the secret ending, which everyone did, but you get my point. You had a Dreamcast then, Miss Sparkles? See, I'm learning to talk without pausing the video.
Finally make it across and take a ride down the slide. Be prepared for any hope left in your body to exit your asshole. Ahead of you is a winding, checkered path. Seems straightforward enough. Well, as soon as you start rolling the ball down this thing, it starts tilting and turning all over the place like a goddamn tilt-a-whirl. Here we go. Making the turn. Oh, whoa.
Because everything had to be so fucking 3D.
What happened? If the pirate ships were the 8th circle of hell, this is certainly the 9th.
Ugh. Maybe what I need is the Power Glove. I don't mean the NES Power Glove. I mean the N64
It looks like emulation software, Sue.
You think I'm kidding? Do you think I'm kidding? Yeah, you didn't know. You didn't know the Nintendo 64 had the Reality Quest glove.
What the fuck? Oh, it's real.
Yeah. Now let's crank it up to 11. Smell the glove!
You just get used to it, man. If someone goes too far. And like I was saying before, yes, I'm pausing for this. If someone's trolling, the nice new feature on YouTube is like, let me see if they're consistently an asshole or they're just having an off night. If they're just having an off night and they're just pissed off at something I said, they're human. Like, what the fuck? But if they're just coming here every single time and just they're doing the same shit and I see that through their history, yeah, now I know I could block you and I'll block you with a fucking smile.
Yeah!
Because I know I'm making the right choice. And you know what I mean? Yes, Wave Race is one of the few games from this generation that's just like, nah, you're still good. I like you.
Fuck! Want to see a magic trick? How about a magic shit? Ah! Oh! Oh! Oh!
Yeah. This wasn't necessary.
Oh! 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 Oh!
Like, you want to still do the nerd character. I'm not even knocking that. That's not even what I'm getting at. But you could evolve them. You know what I mean? You doesn't have to, like, all right, dude, the shit joke has been used how many times?
The PlayStation version is easier?
Definitely emulation. It wouldn't look that good on the PS1. Sorry.
It's a walk through the park. It's...
Like, and you could tell the textures are too clean.
Why didn't I play this one instead?
He's not playing any of that. He could shove that controller up his ass. Again, just evolve him, man. Like, you could even still do gross humor, but not the... It's just the pooping in the fucking shit is like... It's weird to say as a guy who has vile humor, if you like it or not, it's up to you. I don't know. I wouldn't get out. It's just cheesy. Like, I get that's what the nerd was known for, but it's now 20-something years later. It's not. Just stop. It's time to stop. Like, shit, even make jokes about the hair in the nerd character. That's a way to evolve it. Joke about the fucking hair. It's there now. It's too late to get rid of it. It looks like he put a wig on top of an egg. Roll. I'm not even being a dick. Roll with it. Like, just stop trying to make it like it's still 2007, though. It doesn't work. Yeah, but Asians pooping on the chest compared to like actually like pretending that I'm. There's context to things, Miss Sparkles. No, the shirt that he wears, did he borrow that from like an Outback Steakhouse? Because that's the kind of shirts that we used to have to wear. It's not even a nerd shirt.
Well, I'll be shit.
All right, since we're on I don't understand this neighbor nerds thing. It's very strange. Let's watch it and be confused together.
Wow. On Ninja Turtles. I mean, I was a kid, and I thought like sushi was something that nobody ever eats. And when I heard all righty, we're going to focus from now on.
Whoa. It's just on this episode of two random men play video games together that have virtually no chemistry. I wish we watched this earlier. It's just so fucking retarded. It's so retarded.
That's a good shot right there. I think we should do the video like this.
Just like that?
I don't know who this guy is. I don't think James knows who this guy is.
all right, now we are really clear.
Super sharp.
Focus when we lean forward, not when we lean back.
Screenwave is just like, yo, here's this dude. He lives next door to you. Just sit next to him and do something. Mike doesn't want to come back, so here's this guy.
It's a long way to lean back.
It's a long road home. It's a long way to lean back.
What was that?
Imagine he just laying back and just James just did like what like Tim and Eric did, just kissed him on the nipple. Like I think it was Eric Warheim who did it to Zach Galifianakis. It would still be fucking weird. But anyway, let's continue.
I don't know.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles! Shredder's Revenge.
Still have yet to beat this.
So we're playing Shredder's Revenge, which is the latest Ninja Turtle beat 'em up. I imagine anybody who's a Turtles fan has played this. You gotta just check it out if you haven't.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles will return after these messages.
Oh God, I remember that. I'm fucking old.
The summer is
What's up, Dag?
one of the busiest times. So if you want a game that you can pick up and play real quick, check out today's sponsor, World of Warships Legends. Available on PlayStation and Xbox consoles. Team up with other players from around the world and go head to head. Free-to-play game.
No, I didn't
Command
get a stream
historically accurate warships along with some fun collaborations and destroy your enemies using tactics and strategy or by going in all.
I was into the Turtles for like 2 years. I used to like the game for the Game Boy a lot, but it did suck less than the first NES game. But it was still shit. Actually, the arcade game did end up coming out to the NES. That was a pretty damn good port, especially for the limitations of the NES.
Cannons blazing. Experience thrilling PvP naval battles.
Matthew Scullin likes to watch me pee.
From 9 players against 9 players to our unique 3 versus 3 versus 3 versus 3 format.
Rich in the birds.
That's a lot of verses. Not to mention the number of ships you can choose from, with over 400 now available and with no end in sight. Log in now to get in on an incredible collaboration right up my alley with Star Trek coming to World of Warships Legends. Now through August 4th, tour the bridge of the Starship Enterprise and unlock a slew of Star Trek-themed ships, unique skins, patches, and iconic commanders including Spock and Picard. New players will also receive a welcome pack which includes every...
DJ Clue. What the fuck happened to him, dude? Rest in peace, Chino XL.
Everything you'll need to start your World of Warships Legends journey off strong. Join over 8 million players and find...
But the thing is, if the nerd just evolved and they stopped relying on the tropes, he'd be fine. It's not that he's still fine even with his audience. He's not getting the views he used to. He still gets insane viewership. And with the sponsorships, I'm sure James is doing A-okay. But just evolve the character. Don't have this random man and play video games with him to fill a spot. That's what it is. I know how this shit works, okay? I know how this shit works. It isn't even me throwing shade. They get sponsor spots and they're like, fuck. We got to slap this on a video somewhere. Yo, what's that? James, who's that guy next door to you? All right, we're doing a show. It'll be like Mike, except it's just neighbor nerds. James is like, dude, I haven't talked to this guy in like 20 fucking years. All right, we're calling him. Let's go. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm fucking wrong. So it's like, all right, so they got these spots they need to fill. Fucking whatever World of Tanks needs a spot. So now they have this show. So it's like, all right, it's a video, it's on there, and hey, I'm sure, what did he get, 100,000 something? Yeah, 140,000 views. The sponsor's happy. It's awkward as hell, but the views are there, the clicks are there, and that's how it works. That is how this YouTube shit is done, ladies and gentlemen. That's why a lot of videos exist. You ever wonder why this video exists because you think it's retarded? Is there an ad on it? Now you know. A lot of these retro game reviewers feel stuck in the past. Yeah, I just stopped uploading.
Find endless opportunities to explore the naval world. Download World of Warships Legends today on PlayStation or Xbox, and I'll see you on the battlefield.
We now return to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I've beaten this game already with my kids. You played this already?
No. Oh, right. Why are we laughing at that? I already beat this game with my kids. Holy, I'm going to put this up my ass. What the fuck does that have to do with anything? Put that back. I need to clean my screen with that.
I haven't, but I obviously remember the most traditional arcade game ever, arguably one of the best side-scrolling beat-em-up games.
He has a large head and small shoulders.
Ever the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle game.
Yeah, well, there were two arcade beat-em-up turtle games, right. And the second one was Turtles in Time.
Turtles in Time. That was such a begging port for the SNES, man. One of the best SNES games, period, in my opinion.
Which, the first game.
Yeah, this dude has a large head and no shoulders. What happened to his shoulders?
Game became number 2 on NES, and then the second arcade became number 4 on Super Nintendo.
Turtles 4 is the Super Nintendo beat-em-up game that I remember playing as a child.
Yeah.
God, I remember with my friend Mike, we went, my mom, because I was a spoiled shit and got whatever I wanted, we went to pick this game up. Man, we put that in the system. We just fucking kept playing that shit. It was such a great beat 'em up. It just trumped everything else except for Streets of Rage 2.
And that one we played together a lot. But anyway, this one is the most recent
He's like a close second to Cyrax, man.
Game. And they did a really great job with this. I mean, they really did a lot of fan service. They brought back all the original voice actors from the cartoon show.
Oh, that's awesome.
There's lots of...
Oh, yeah, he cares. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, that's cool. I would not be doing this right now if you weren't paying me. Hey, Justin, get me down there, man. Get me an Uber down to James' house. Me and him will have more chemistry. I'm real popular on the interwebs right now. Ask Eric. Eric loves me. 8-bit Eric, big fan.
Cool little, cameos.
Casey Jones already. I have a very important question before we start playing. Who is your favorite Ninja Turtle?
I mean, mine was always Michelangelo because he's a party dude.
Cliche, yeah.
Yeah, he's like the fun one. Leonardo was a little too.
Imagine they just kissed. Yeah, Leonardo's the fun one. All right, that was. Let's keep playing.
Serious?
See, I was always a Leonardo guy.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I mean, I'm going to go with my OG homie.
All right.
The balanced attack. You know, I was recently shopping for my nephew, and they still sell the...
Oh, well, thank God. You were recently shopping for your nephew. Tell me a story about that.
Ninja Turtles fan that shoots the pizzas.
Oh, do they?
Yes.
Wow. Has it changed at all?
Not much.
So it's very self-explanatory. You beat the shit out of people, and then you realize,
Hey, man, we hit the goal. And, you know, especially with how little I've been streaming. Imagine I hit the goal, and I'm like, you know what, guys? I haven't streamed in a bit, but even though we hit the goal and I said 2 a.m., I'm going to bed right now. Go fuck yourself. That would go over real well, swimmingly even. When is your next lecture on cucumbers? I enjoyed the first one. I don't know. If I was stupid enough to have another one of these gummies, I'd be talking to a cucumber right now.
You can do certain kinds of combos and stuff. It's been a little while since I played it, but
oh, see that one?
See, this game, it's kind of like the Doom reboot games with me. There's something, even with Streets of Rage 4, I like it, but I just end up getting fatigued. Like I get bored. I don't know. It's like these reboot Streets of Rage and Turtles games, like they're really good, but there's just something there where like I'm like, I'd rather play Elden Ring. You know, imagine Rich naked eating hot wings in bed. That's what I just did yesterday. That's what I've been doing. I haven't actually been learning how to do music production, get better with it, and I've actually just been playing Elden Ring and playing the DLC and eating chicken wings, even though I haven't put any time into the Elden Ring DLC at all, minus 1 hour.
Sweet.
But yeah, if you tap the button twice, you do.
We're running.
A lot of the moves are the same if you remember, but there's just a lot of added moves. Yeah, you can do those super attacks when you're yeah.
That's why do you honestly that I'm being selfish, I'll admit it. Why do you think I want to set up so I could play the Elden Ring DLC? And it's a great way to use the RGLX because I want to play the DLC. Like, what's the way I could do it and get paid for it? Playing it while I live stream.
Yeah, you see when your blue meter's charged up? That's when you can do that.
I see the blue meter. Well, this is fun. I just like doing this. Well.
Yeah, they did a really good job with all the backgrounds and all the details.
It's a lot.
And all the different...
Just name this Two Random Men. Just name it Two Random Men, Justin. Name it Two Random Men. It actually would be funnier. I'd actually think it would be more appealing. I'm not even being a dick. Two Random Men.
Different things you can interact
play into it.
With.
I don't know yet. We'll find out as I use it more, Dag, and I'll use it to play. I'll capture game footage from it.
What kind of office job you think they're doing?
Yeah, I know, right? So this is like the whole TV station. So we got the cooking show. We got the...
Don't throw a ham at me.
You got a frozen ham.
All right, now that the extra gummy that brought me too far is kicking in. Imagine this guy's imagine this guy James is with right now, who's his neighbor, is really paranoid, and James just does something really. He's like, stay away from my dick, and James is like, what? And they kept it in, and it was like a really awkward moment, and both of them don't know what to say because that was unnecessary, and they're just like, all right, let's just keep going. It wasn't going to go near your dick. I think I may have had a little too much weed. That's fine.
Ham. You just throw a ham. Yeah. Oh, cool.
I'm trying to think of things that would give this more fucking flavor is what the problem is, Justin. I'm just two random men playing a video game is just weird. Like with Mike, obviously they work together. There's the chemistry. It's Mike Batey. He's part of the brainchild of the nerd. This is just a dude. You just got a dude. I can't get over the fact it's just a dude. You just talked. Yes, you have. Yes, you have, Rich. You just talk too much, Rich. You know what, Abby? I like talking.
Yeah, so it's pretty cool, right? That
I think it's awesome. This game is fun already. We just started.
Yeah.
Like, it's good animation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just like get someone from the fucking mall at this point. Joe, just get someone from the mall and just be like, hey, random guy at the mall. We just brought him back here. Why are you filming? I don't know, because we need a sponsor spot. So we just got this fucking guy from the mall. I'm having more fun with this than I thought I was going to. Because it's true. Where's the lie? Where's the lie? And it's not just them. I'm not just throwing shade at Screenwave or the nerd. It happens all the... I've had to do it. That was part of... Remember I said goodbye on my channel that I got shit for put up the Keffels video? I had to do it. I had the sponsor spot. I had to do it. I sound like Boogie right now. You get my point, though. So I'm guilty as charged, too. But I'm just saying I know why this show exists. There's no birds here to talk to right now. I wish I had a bird.
Classic. It
is meaningful content.
Like you said, it's basically just like a slightly updated version of it.
Yeah, it's one of those games where you didn't think there would ever be another one like this.
Yeah.
You just figured that was it. For them to do it and say, like, hey, we're going to make one just like that, and we're also going to
make it good.
Sure, yeah, we get every little thing right.
Those are cycle soldiers.
Where's all the Pizza Hut advertisements?
Yeah, right?
Oh, no. Oh. What was that laugh? I'm gonna burn in hell. All right.
Those are cycle soldiers.
Where's all the Pizza Hut advertisements?
Yeah, right?
Yeah, so that, and we're also...
Oh.
Oh my god, he's so fucking boring I fell asleep. I'm not even joking, I just woke up right now. Oh god damn.
Fuck it, let's keep going. This is the weirdest thing I've ever watched. This is ad placement 101.
Yeah, as you can tell, it's a pretty easy game for kids to get because kids can pick up this game really easy.
You knew I was gonna go there. I have to. It's low hanging fruit. Imagine what he sounds like when he's constipated or busting a nut. I just said it. We were all thinking it. You know you were fucking thinking it. Anyway, back to the stream.
Oh my god, yeah.
Because it's just...
I'm gonna go to bed, guys. Good night.
I can save you, I think.
You can save me.
Which L is it? Which shoulder?
He sounds like Fred Drescher. I didn't mean to pause again, but I